the pyramid of his father, how he built a perfect pyramid, but he built one bigger. That's why he's more famous than any king in the history. And the owner of the biggest pyramid over there. His pyramid, 147 meter high, 581 feet. They spent 30 years to finish the pyramid which we are going to see it. How many years the king ruled the country? 33 years. He spent 30 out of them to finish his pyramid. The pyramid made out of limestone. How many blocks of a stone he used in the Great Pyramid? Can you guess?
99 times...
What, million or thousand?
99?
What, million? No, that's a lot.
1,000.
Thousand? Still less. No, more than 30. No, more than 1,000. It's per million. 2.5 million block of stones. They use it in the Great Pyramid. The stones, they are, as you know, different weight and different sizes. The lighter stone on the pyramid, 2.5 tons. The heavier one, 15 tons, which is here in the base. How they cut the stone? How they get the stone to here?
Logs.
What?
Logs. Logs.
How? How I cut them?
Camels.
No camels? And nobody can carry that stone. They never ever could carry them above the ground. They push the stones. They pull it down. What that mean? First, they go to the mountain, which is in the east side of the river. They started to find one nice quality on the mountain, and they start to cut the stone out of it. First, they make holes around the stones. Then they dig inside the holes wood. Then they fill the wood with water. Lift the water for 6 days, so wood expanding, they can get the stone out of the mountain. With the experience, they're gonna be so quick to cut the stone. After that, they're gonna just hold another stone much harder than the limestone, like red granite. And they started to hammering it, polishing it, make a sharp angle as they want. Is that clear? They push the stones, put the stones on a sledge. The sledge made out of wood, attach it with some poles and some workers, pull the stones, arrive to the river Nile on the east. By the river Nile, they wait for the flood, while it's going to make the water so quick and so fast. Put the stones on board, boats sailing on the river Nile, nearby the Giza pyramid, which is behind the buildings on the right side over there. We had one branch of the river Nile running nearby them. That means the ship can be sailing nearby the Giza plateau. They arrive to that place. They start to get the stone from down to up, because as you see, we call it here Giza plateau. That means it's higher than the level of the city. They built a causeway or a ramp from down to up. They spent 10 years to get the stone from down to the base. How they get the stone above each other? We have 3 theories about how they get the stone. We don't know which one the right answer, but they could be one of the 3. First one, that they built the base on the ground, came on the both side and built 2 ramps. Push the stones, put the second level, raise the ramps, put the third, raise the ramps, and so on and so on and so on. The height of the pyramid and the weight of the stone should make the ramp 10 kilometers long on the sides. Logically, it's so difficult to do that theory or to use it during that time. Second theory, which is more logic, they call it here the circular ramps. You know what I mean? Or a spiral ramps. Or in architect, they call it the zigzag way around the body of the pyramid to the top. The third theory, one main ramp until the middle of the pyramid, the upper part by the zigzag way. When you look in the top of the middle pyramid, looks like wearing a cap. Can you see it? What that mean? The pyramid should be smooth and soft from outside. This is the remains of the cover, which it should cover the whole pyramid. The great one and the middle one should be shining, smooth from outside, unfortunately, from the Great Pyramid, it completely fall off, collapsed, and a big part from the Middle Pyramid is collapsed too. Only small part still exists on the top. That's why it looks different than the other pyramid. Is that clear? The last stone on the Great Pyramid, you are not gonna find it when you arrive there. Why? They had a piece of iron on the top to show the people the original height. But why the last stone is missing? Should be covered by gold or by silver or bronze. Why? When the king died, they believed that he's gonna be as a star in the sky. When the rays of the sun arrive over his tomb, the last stone is gonna reflecting the rays one more time to the sky to give the light for the star of the king on the second life, and they just sent for him a small message. We still exist on the ground, keeping your body in a safe place. It's just a religious message between the tomb and the star of the king on the other life. On the left side of your hand, you can see the small canal. That small canal in old time was one of the main branches of the river Nile before they built the high dam in the south of Egypt, which stopped the flood of the river Nile any more time. That's why most of the side branches became a small canals nowadays. Is that clear? That's, as I told you, they managed to transport the stone from the quarries on the east side by the ship nearby the pyramids over here. The Great Pyramid have two entrances. The one on the top, the main one, which you're gonna see it when you are there, taking the triangle shape. Under that one, you'll find a small hole. Was made by the hands of one of the Islamic kings, Muslim kings, during the 10th century AD. Why? The pyramid, actually during the ancient Egyptian time, were open and they stolen all what they have. The kings who came after that time, the weak time in the history, they closed the pyramids one more time, because this is the tombs of their own grandfather, as you know. That's why when the modern history arrived, nobody knows where is the main entrance. That Muslim king heard a lot of treasures or a lot of stories. There is a treasure inside the pyramid. You should get inside the pyramid to get what they have. But nobody showed him the entrance. He started to knock the stone. When he found echo, he understand that the entrance behind that place. He make the hole, but that's not the entrance. That's one of the passages inside the pyramid. How many passages that we have inside the Great Pyramid? Two. One up and one down. The one down leads you to a room under the ground. Actually, it's unfinished room. The king maybe make it in the beginning to be the main burial chamber, and he didn't like the quality of it. That's why he left it unfinished. But maybe he made it in the beginning to make a trick with the grave robbers, make them lost their way, never arrive to the main burial chamber. But the other passage, the ascending passage who leads him up, leads him to the great gallery, which is in the middle of the pyramid. We found ourselves in a square room, have the coffin of the king in the middle of it, no writing, no graffiti, nothing left except the coffin, because the pyramid, as I told you, were open before and they stolen what they have. Even no mummy, no statue for the owner of the Great Pyramid. We found just a small writing inside that room. But above that room, we have 5 empty rooms, one above each other. The first 4, flat roof. The 5th one, vaulted roof, to make the depression of the stone a little bit lighter on the top of the royal burial chamber. Because if they make it a lot of stones above each other, with the time could be collapsed over the coffin and destroyed. But how do we know that it belongs to King Cheops? Look at me. How do we know that it belongs to King Cheops if there is nothing left? Belongs to the king. The small writing which we called her cartouche. Do you hear about it before? Okay. What is the only shape in geometrical nowadays mean no beginning and no end? Circle. That's right. Circle mean no beginning and no end. In the hieroglyphic, they're referring to the land with a straight line. That's mean when I am looking to the hieroglyphic text and I found a straight line in the writing, I translate that one to English to be land or the earth. What they did, they came below the circle and they just put a straight line. That's mean no beginning, no end above the land or over the land. That's what they wish for every king, to give him the eternal life. They try to put the names of the kings inside the circle, but the circle is too small to fit all the letters, because they write them from up to down, or right to left, or left to right. But you cannot write hieroglyphic from down to up. But how do you know the beginning and the end of the text if they write them from right to left or left to right? If all the letters and all the birds looking to that direction, you start to read opposite. If they're facing that direction, you read opposite that direction. You know what I mean? But from up to down, you can figure out where is the beginning and where is the end. The names, they are large. When they start to draw the circle around any name, they found the circle changed to be oval shape. And they had at the bottom the straight line. That oval shape, similar to the cartridge, you know the cartridge which you use it in guns? It's the same shape. The English found that the Arabic called that shape cartouche. They catches the Arabic name and call it the cartouche, which means in English cartridge. That's why you can find all the Egyptian hanging the cartouche with their names on it, like kings and queens. That's the key of the language. That means if you are looking about any monuments or any piece dates back to the ancient time, you have to look about the oval shape. Why? Because it's not allowed for anybody to put his name inside the oval shape except the king and the queen. That means public people, high official people, not allowed. What about if I have a statue for a noble man? How do I know that he dates back to that time? Or at what time he lived? Or during what reign of which king he lived? You're going to mention, as an example, I am Imhotep, I'm a high priest, I'm a chief of architect, I'm an astronomer, I'm a doctor, I lived during the time of, and mention the name of the king which lived here during his time. That's mean I read the cartouche, translate the name, I know at what time he dates back. That's why nowadays you can have your name like kings and the queens if you are interested to put your name like a king or a queen in one face. If you love your girlfriend, you can have her name on the other side. If you don't love her, you have so many choices. First choice, you can put the whole alphabet, carry all the names for all over the ladies on all over the wallet, like mine. Or you can have one of the symbols or 4 symbols. They are so famous in the ancient Egyptian time. Good luck, long life, protection, and love. You can have it from gold and silver. If you are interested to have it, you just tell me. I'll show you the place which you can get it, and they can done it for you in 10 minutes. In which material you like. If you are looking for gold or silver, it's up to you. Okay? Before we go inside the area, if anybody of you interested to go inside the pyramid, raise his hand. Anyone of you want to go inside the pyramid? You have only the middle choice, which is the middle pyramid, which is, as you know, cost you extra ticket, 30 Egyptian pound. But to go inside the pyramid, it's not 100% easy. I have to give you the idea about how it looks like and the choice in your hand. It's a descending passage around 18 meter deep. Then ascending passage around 12 meter up. You're gonna take the passage while you are bent like that. If you have problem from claustrophobia, bracing system, problem in your back, in your shoulder, and your knees is not recommended. The same way in, the same way out. There is no exit on the other side. The pyramid, when it was made, and that entrance which was made to bury the king, not for visit. You get what I mean? That's mean, if you found yourself couldn't continue the trip, you just turn your body to the other side and go out one more time. Is that clear, Habibi? That's how it looks like. All of you looks young, you can do it. The visit takes just 10 minutes to go in and go out. It's up to you, the choice in your hand. But give me your choice now, because if you are interested to go inside, keep the money in your hand, because I should buy the ticket from outside before I go inside the area. Is that clear, Habibi? 30 Egyptian pound for the adults, 15 pounds for the child. Half ticket.
How big's the hole?
Huh?
How big's the hole?
Like like that size.
So,
You can do it, yeah. But I'm just giving you the idea. If you have any problem from that one, it's not recommended from the beginning.
is there any spiders?
Scarab beetles.
No, like the movies. Not like the movies. Please, everybody. As you did in the Citadel, try to do the same in the Giza pyramid. Don't talk to anybody. Don't take any present from anybody. They will try to give you the stuff as a present and they come back and ask you about money. Nothing free here. No picture on the camel. No picture with the camel man. They will charge you a lot. They will try to help you, give you the shawl to take picture. We are friends. They will ask you about any money. It's up to you. If you want to do it, do it. But my advice, don't talk to them and don't take anything from anybody. Even don't allow the soldier to take the picture for you. They're gonna charge you money too. Now I give you the idea. Most of the stuff in their hand is they are fake. They will try to give you the shawl, the veil, as a present for you and come back to take money from you. It's up to you. I'm giving you my advice, my experience from 10 years working on that area, and it's up to you. I have very, very bad reputation from the all time about these people. A lot of people, they will join me in a group, they just were a little bit easy to deal with them, you cheating them and take a lot of money from their own wallet. Not stolen it, but they push you to pay more. You know what I mean? Up to you, the choice in your hand. You just follow me. I'll give you the idea to enjoy your trip in the area. Okay, Habibi? Anybody of you planning to go inside the pyramid? Okay. Will you keep the money in your hand, please, which I count to collect the money? Are small. How long we're gonna drive around one side of the pyramid? Look at, there is nothing between the stone. No cement, no concrete at all. Imagine that pyramid was built in 2500 BC with no equipment, with no tools. They use it to build the pyramid. Even when they have, it's going to be simple, not like the modern technology nowadays. Okay, as you see, we arrived through the area which exists between the two pyramids. Then we will give you the free time to go out to take pictures to the Great Pyramid and the Middle Pyramid. Even the people who get a ticket, they can go directly to see the Middle Pyramid and come back to the bus. While you are in your free time, as I told you, don't go around the pyramids. Don't go around that direction or over there. You go here. You know what I mean? Because behind the pyramid so much hassle and a little pushy for the people to buy or push you to ride a camel. Is that clear? After you finish your free time here, you will come back to the bus to continue our trip. Where are we going? We're going later to see the third pyramid, then stop by the panoramic view to give you the chance to get the three pyramids together in one shot. After that, we will go down to see the Sphynx by the end of our trip. Is that clear, Habibi? Try to come in your time. The bus will be open the whole day. Even anytime you want to come back, you will find your bus have number 34 from outside. The bus from outside have number 34. Remember, you're just going to find it in the second line or it's going to be the first if the first bus already moved. Okay, Habibi? his name is Cheops. Son, his name is Khafre. Grandson, his name is Mykernos or Mykerinos. That's why the Mykerinos, he's the grandson of the owner of the Great Pyramid. That's why maybe he built a small one to respect him. Other scholars suggest that the owner of the Middle Pyramid died before he finished his pyramid. That's why his son continues the pyramid for the father, then he starts for himself his pyramid. That's why I don't have enough time to build for himself a big one. But when you look in the bottom of the third pyramid, you can see different kind of stone is covering it. It's called red granite. From where he get the granite? From Aswan. Aswan, it is the last city in Egypt on the south. Far from here, around 85 kilometer. 850 kilometer. That means it's so far. That's why if he built a big one, he need a lot of stone to cover it. That's why he couldn't build bigger than that one. You can see the remains on the cover still exist on the base. Can you see it? Behind the pyramid, you will find 3 subsidiary pyramids for his family. That means how many pyramids now? 6. 3 big and 3 small. But I'm going to show you other 3 small nearby the big pyramid. That means there will be 9 pyramids in Giza plateau. And this is the big Sahara, the big desert, which leads you to Libya directly. From the other side, you feel that the pyramid exists in the center of the city, because the city was moved nearby the Giza plateau. But from the back, you can see the pyramid were built in the desert with nothing around them at all. Now we're going to the panoramic view to give you the chance to get the 6 pyramids together in one picture. But when you are outside, I need you to follow me, please. I'll show you something very nice. If you are interested to do it, do it. If you are not, don't do it. May you follow me, please?
صور يا وائل وتعالى بس. هات لي منه انديفيدوالات بس وتعالى. هات لي منه صورة اوريها لهم. أبد. طب روح بص عليه بقى اما الم انا. روح بص عليه قول له هات صورتين 3 اوريها لهم، بعد كده باخد الباقي يجي ورايا. بسرعة بس اقولها وحياتك يا وائل. معلش. Okay, how many pyramids that we have in our country here? 6? 9? I wish. We have more than 100 pyramids in our country. Still standing until now in a good condition, 75. The biggest one, these ones which is here in front of your eyes. Where is the rest? Just turn your face and look over there. Can you see other little pyramids far on the horizon in front of your eyes? They are for other kings who ruled Egypt. They are dates back to the 5th and 6th dynasty. Why they are not famous? Why they are not big? Because they didn't believe a lot about the cult of God Ra, the relationship between the king and the sun god Ra. That's why they built their pyramids also in the same design pyramid shape, but much smaller than the rest of the pyramid which is are in front of your eyes. Let me show you something as a good memory for you. If you are interested to do it, do it. If you are not, take your picture by your own. Just look at here. Usually you take your pictures by your own camera, but you never ever printed it. You just leave it on the computer. We just to give you the chance, if you are interested, to take picture like that with the background, the 3 pyramids, or each couple as you want, like the other pictures here, or a group picture, up to you. And it's gonna be in a nice envelope like that. As a good memory, cost you 3 English pounds only for the picture. If you are interested to do one like that, just raise your hand. Okay. Don't worry about the money. About the payment, you will pay on the bus when you come back. when you get the picture in your hand. And the people who are not interested, they can take picture by themselves. But it's really a good memory and a really good deal, because it's nothing. It's 3 English pound for a picture like that. Will be ready when you finish your tour. And you follow me. The people who take Egyptian pound, 30 Egyptian pound. Okay. Okay.
From the name of the plant, which is the ancient Egyptian people use it to make the paper, which is called papyrus or papyrus. If you cut the first part of the word of papyrus, it's going to give you paper, because our papyrus was the first plant was used to make the first paper on the earth in 3100 BC. Sphynx, it's a Greek name, and the Greek name derived from the ancient Egyptian hieroglyphic name. The ancient Egyptian people called the statue in the old time Sphynx. You know the key of life, which it looks like a cross with around the top in a hieroglyphic? They call it Ankh, mean living or alive. If you translate Sphynx, it's going to mean the living image. Who's the living image? The Pharaoh. The Greek couldn't pronounce it the hieroglyphic name. That's why they changed Sphynx to be Sphynx or Sphinx in English. That's why the name of the statue is famous by Sphynx. It's a body for a lion, referring to the strength and power, and a human head referring to the intelligent and the smart, both of them in one statue. And the king, he is the Pharaoh. He is the living image on the earth. That's why they represent the face of the king while he's wearing the royal hair dress around his head, cobra on the forehead as a sign of protection, should have a false beard as a sign of royalty. Unfortunately, the head of the cobra and the false beard is collapsed. They are not exist. Remains on the false beard in the British Museum and the rest in the Egyptian Museum. Who is the king, which his face is represented on the Sphynx? King Khafre, the owner of the Middle Pyramid. Why? Because he was the one who gave the orders to check the area. From the east side, he found a piece of a stone, but not a small piece, big piece of a stone in front of his eyes. He couldn't see the pyramid clear behind from the east side. He gave orders for the sculpture to carve the stone to make a good view for his pyramid and represent himself as a living image during that time. That's why they represent the face of King Khafre in the statue and the human head. Is that clear? That means when you go down here on the east side, down there you will find the Sphynx in one axe with the Middle Pyramid. The Sphynx was carved, not was built. What the difference? Different that if you try to build something, you just get the stone from different place to build it here. But to carve the stone, it's a local native stone was found in the area. It's not a high quality because they never choose it. That's why it's suffering from a lot of damage. That's why the nose of the Sphynx does not exist in the same place. Not like the scholars suggest or the historian people mentioned that Napoleon, when he was here, he's shooting the nose of the Sphynx because he used the Sphynx as target to training the soldier how they shot. Which is not right. Because the French, when they were here 1799, they make restoration and they fix the statue. How are they going to fixing it and shooting it in the same time? Nobody can believe that story. The stone is not a high quality. He never choose it, suffering from a lot of damage. That's why it collapsed the nose, like what happened with the head of the cobra, even the false beard itself. Okay? You still have the ticket which I gave it to you? The area ticket, Giza pyramid. May you keep holding it in your hand because you need it to get a chance for yourselves to have a side view for the Sphinx. The guardian statue for the pyramids area, which is they always show you the picture from that side, the Sphinx and the three pyramid behind it. Can you see? Body for a lion with a human head, as you see. The body have been restored many times, but the face is still as it is in the old time. We're gonna just show you where is our meeting point and how you go nearby the Sphinx to have a side view, and at what time you should come back to me to continue our trek, if you don't mind, Habibi.
Okay, Habibi. You still have the ticket which is written on it, Giza pyramid. Our meeting point is going to be under that tree. See? That's mean the same way in, the same way out. I'll be waiting for you here after around 25 minutes, half an hour to be 1 o'clock sharp here. How you going to go? By side view. You keep moving through the runway. You see the left side here, you can see the hole. Can you see it? Throughout that hole, by the ticket which I give it to you, you can get inside, have a side view for the Sphinx on the platform. Take your pictures, I'll be waiting for you here. The same way in, the same way out. Watch yourself, meet up with the salesman, enjoy your trip over there. If you don't want, hey, bathroom, my lady?
Yes.
انا استغربت برضه.
Acqua fredda, Italia 2, Egitto 4. Coca-Cola, water.
La cola, la cola. La cola, la cola.
Estamos a uno más.
这又美女儿真的。 可唔可以影咗我鬥住喺下巴啊？好興跳嗰只。係啊。低炒好勁。咁樣好興跳啊！兩下我幾成日嘅兩下。
عم محمد خلص يا حامد ترى شوف بطيخك يا حامد الفنان خلص حضرتك ايه
Così $1 ne sei, $1 ne dico, $1. Cazzo,